we have to call out Flow. Flow has not even set out even a news release when their wires are all on the ground, the poles are everywhere, it's all in the sea. The West End contribute a very large amount of US dollars into the kitty every year. It's being left behind like it is a ghetto. Lots of the guests is right now bathing in pantub. Let us zero in on Flow. For instance, take Flow for an example. Flow makes tremendous amount of money in the Negril area here. But as far as I'm concerned, Flow is a company that only into making money. They do not put back any money in the infrastructure. All these old wires and the old time whatever internet system before fiber optic. All these wires are still hanging on the poles. And they have not done much about it. And since the hurricane, it even got worse. Many of their rotten poles are on the ground. Many of the wires, some of it is floating in the sea on the West End. And up till this day, Flow has not put out a release to say when they plan to send a crew of men into the Negril area to retrieve all these wires and to start run some kind of new system so that we can get back internet and telephone system in order and tele-TV. How can they operate this way? Especially for a tourist resort town like Negril. I believe that they should be the one that we are charging, not them charging us. And I would like to see the government take a stand on that the month of July, Flow should not collect 1 cent for service not given. And this is a must. One love. So what I see going on, believe me, it burns your heart with this Negril situation and the Jamaica Tourist Board and the government of Jamaica. It is absolutely ridiculous the way in which we are treated, especially on the West End of Negril. The West End contribute a very large amount of US dollars into the kitty every year. Is being left behind like it is a ghetto. When you look after the hurricane just passed, the kind of what we're looking at, the wires all over. And it's 8 days now since the hurricane has passed. And the Jamaica Public Service has not even seen it fit as yet to give us back some power. We all have some guests here, and God bless them. Lots of the guests is right now bathing in pantub in Jamaican language. And they are working with us because they see our plight. The situation before the hurricane was that the Jamaica Public Service, they were not servicing their operation properly on the West End, as far as I am concerned. There are many poles that were rotten for many years, and they have not replaced them. So you see, with a hurricane of that magnitude, not replacing the poles in a proper time and manner, it would have caused all these problems. Yet still, the few poles that went down could have been fixed within a 48-hour period. I cannot see why it's taking so long. Why have they not reached us in time to save our business? Because let me put it this way, the JPS is responsible, and the National Water Commission is responsible for a lot of the bad things that is happening on the West End. I can also call out the National Work Agency. They are part of the responsibility also. This area of the West End, which has become one of the most lovable, the most romantic part of Jamaica. We can prove it with all the weddings and all the people that come down here and the way in which they operate and what have you. That this is God's gift to us. Yet the government do not take it as if it is an area that is well sought after. Downtown Negril is a disaster. All the commerce, the banks, the supermarkets, all of what service the area of all the people that live and around Negril, from Good Hope to Orange Hill to Sheffield to Springfield to Red Ground to everywhere, they depend on downtown Negril for buying their food, gasoline, gas stations, all of that. And we still don't even have power downtown Negril all now. So my say to this is, why is Negril being treated this way? When you look at Grange Hill, they have power. When you look at Sablamar, they have power. You look at Lucy, there is power. You look up on the beach, Norman Mandel Boulevard, there is some power. Downtown Negril, West End Negril, Red Ground Negril, Good Hope, Orange Hill, Mount Airy, the whole area going west has no power. Now, by God, something has to be done, and done quick, because if we cannot continue this way. So it appears to be that JPS has not paid much attention to the western part of the island when it comes towards new infrastructure like new poles and wires and conductors in place as the other areas of Jamaica. Because we have a dilapidated system on the west and the west part of Jamaica here. It's with the JPS situation. Their wiring, their conductors, their poles are all rotten out and ready to fall on somebody as you quint. The Jamaica Tourist Board under Ed Bartlett, a Westmorite, is absolutely ridiculous in the way in which how he perceived to see us suffer in this West End of Negril. And I am so frustrated, and I'm sure a lot of my colleagues are so frustrated with the situation. Why is Negril being treated this way? I have no idea. Yet, Negril has become one of the main tourist resorts in Jamaica. There got to be some changes, and changes are must as soon as possible, because we cannot continue this way.